Hello everyone. Hello everyone. So the next topic would be output determination. This process is used for determining the method of sending a document either to an external entity, mostly to an external entity, automatically once the approval for the document is done. That is, once the release is done, system will automatically determine the method of sending the document. So for this, the configuration would be somewhat similar to pricing procedure. So let's see how to do this process, how to carry out this process. So again, we go back to the IMG screen for configuring the output determination. We go to SPRO IMG, materials management, purchasing, purchase order, messages, okay, purchasing, messages, output control. First one is condition tables. Now, condition tables, like I informed you earlier, for purchase order, you can define the criteria for defining or maintaining the output type. So you can enter one of the condition tables. So these are the criteria based on which the condition tables are created. Document type, purchasing organization, vendor, or basically on document type. Or you can take company code, material plan, purchasing organization, vendor, or any such criteria. You can also take simply purchasing organization and vendor. Any one of these condition tables is fine. But since the condition tables are already there, you don't need to create a new condition table. Next one is access sequence. With access sequences, you can create the output determination for RFQ, purchase order, contract, shipping agreement, or for the reminders and expediters. Also, you can set up a output determination, but we're going to do it for purchase order. Again, access sequence, the table is cross-client, indicating that the activities would be common, automatically updated for everything, all the active clients. Select the standard access sequence 0001, click on copy as, enter 1 to 4 character code and a description. This is for output PO output access sequence 1. Copy all and save it. We can use the same code as in the previous access sequence because this is for a different reason, that is for a different reason. So here you can say take document type, purchasing organization, vendor, or simply document type. And if you click on the fields, this is the table name and field name to which the value of that particular document type will be added. Or you want to take document type, purchasing organization, and vendor, you can also do it. Select, save it. Once you're done, back. Then this way you can create as many access sequences as are required. Then go to message types, which will define the type of options available for sending the purchase order. So here again select the standard message type, which is NEU. Standard is NEU. Select it, click on copy as, enter a new 1 to 4 character code, YGM1 G01, purchase order, print out. You can enter any detail, any description, and before you click on copy all, okay, select the standard, click on copy as, enter the new code, description, and change the access sequence code. Now click on copy all. Video overview. Leave one. Okay. Click on copy all. Once it is copied, select the output type, double click on details button and it will show you these details. If you want, you can set up the default values. When should it be dispatched? Send immediately. What is the default transmission medium? Specify the function, which is vendor. The time, if you want the timing to be specified, storage type, print output, for what parameter you want to select the print output. Purchase orders are always printed based on the purchasing group. Once you're done, you can select double click on processing routines to check what type of options mediums are available and what would be the program, the default form, and the form name. So if you have designed a different output for each of the output routines, output types, then you can specify those form routines, the form program, and the form name. Okay. For now, just leave it as it is. Select the medium and then click on partner roles, and here you'll see which type of partner functions, that is the type of vendors, the output type is defined. The medium is defined for which type of business partners is defined here. Once you have saved it, you'll get multiple text here. Each one is a different thing. For each output type, for each method of sending, medium of sending, you get the saving option. So keep pressing enter until all the options are saved. Once it is saved, go back, double click on fine tuned control for purchase order and select the condition type. If the condition type is not there, click on new entries. For operation new, enter the condition type, which is the one that we just created. For operation change, when you change it also, the same output type, condition type should be triggered. So ensure these two entries are there for your condition type in the fine-tuned control for purchase order. Once you have it, save and exit. Next step would be to define the message determination schema. So message schema for purchase order, go to first one, maintain message determination schema. Click on new entries. Sorry. Select the standard, which is RMDEF1. Sorry for the delay, switching a sneeze. So click on copy as, enter a new browsing output determination procedure code starting with Y or Z. Enter a description, output procedure 1, copy all, and save it. Select the procedure, click on control data, and here in the first row, change the condition type to the one that you just created, ensuring that this one gets triggered first. Click on save. Right? Once you have saved it, again back, go to assign schema to purchase order, and here change the procedure code to the one that you have created. Here, enter the procedure name and save it. Next, go back to the IMG screen. Now we need to define partner roles for message type, last one. Define partner roles for purchase order, execute. And here, select, check for your message type, the output type that we created. For YGM1, all the available options should be displayed. So it should show that for this medium print output, you have VN, vendor. For fax, you have vendor. For telex, you have vendor. For external send, for EDI, whatever are the options required for sending the purchase order, all those options should be available here. So since we are going to do it through a print output, that's what my main concern is. Here I have it. Save and go back. The last step would be to assign the output devices to purchasing groups. Click on execute, go to your purchasing group, which is VG1 and or VG3, and enter the option LP01, which is the default printer device code, and save it. Done. Next would be to test this configuration. The first thing would be to maintain the condition record. So go to the transaction code MN04. Condition record for output is different from condition record for pricing. Pricing condition record is MEK1, output condition record is MN04. Enter your output type. If you don't remember, again press F4, select the option, click on key combination, select document type. Okay. And here enter the document type, which is YG1. No, what did we give? It was YVG1. Function VN. Okay. And language would be, leave the partner number blank, language would be EN. Okay. So make this entry and click on save. Click on communication and specify the output type as LP01, output device as LP01. And check print immediately. Right? And click on save. So what we just did is to create a condition record for if the document of the document type is created, then once the document is released, the system should automatically send it. Let's test it. Create a document of the document type. You can use any vendor number for now. Enter the purchasing organization, purchasing group. You need to give the same purchasing group where you have created the item. Enter some quantity, specify the delivery date, enter the plan. That's fine. Price is created. Status, click on messages. Here you see automatically the determination is done. Earlier I had to enter these values, but now it is automatically updated. So once it is updated, you can check if the strategy is created, assigned, save it. Then you go to ME29N to release the document. Please observe, once the document is approved and the release is completed, save. Now I used to go to ME9F to complete sending it to the vendor. But when I go to ME9F, it will show no documents found. The reason for that is as soon as the document is approved, the system will automatically send it as per the output determination. So here it will automatically show sent. So this is how the system will automatically determine how to send it, the setup, and send it through that particular output format. So next topic would be logistics invoice verification. So let's do this invoice verification by using the purchase order that we just created. So let's receive the stock and then we'll complete the invoice verification for that goods receipt. Enter the document number. I'm going to receive the complete quantity. Specify the storage. Sorry, I'm going to receive partial quantity. Specify the storage location. Enter the reason for movement. Item OK. Click on check. Get the deficit message. That's fine. Click on post. Now, in order to verify and enter the invoice, we need to first activate the tax codes applicable for that particular purchase. In real time, these tax codes creation and activation will be carried out by the FICO consultant. But for practice, we need to carry it out. So let's go back to SPRO, IMG screen, go to financial accounting new. Now first I need to check the type of tax procedure which is assigned, and then activate the tax codes within the tax procedure. So go to assign country to calculation procedure, go to your country which is GB, and ensure the tax procedure is tax GB. Once it is there, go back, go to calculation, define tax codes for sales and purchases, click on execute, enter the country, press F4 in the tax code field, and select the tax codes from V0 to V6. However, activate only 3 of these tax codes, which is V0, V1, and V6. Okay, don't activate the rest. Select the relevant tax code, double click on it, press enter, and in the input tax field, enter some value. Since it shows exempt from input VAT, I'm entering 0 here. Similarly, for V1, enter some value. It need not be 20%. You can also enter any other value. This is just for practice. Save it. Enter V6. Enter another value. So whatever value you want, you can enter. Like I said earlier, save it. Once you're done, now I can go ahead and enter the invoice received from the vendor. Now, invoice entry, whether it is done by the FI end users or by the MM end users, it will be carried out in the same particular transaction code called MIRO. So go to the transaction code MIRO. The first thing we need to do is to confirm the company code for which we are entering the invoice. So once we get this screen, click on, go to edit, switch company code, enter your company code. Invoice date is the date on the invoice document. It can be the current date or a past date. The reference field is used for entering the invoice number. Then here select purchase order at the bottom or service entry sheet, whichever one you are going to enter. Enter the purchase document number, press enter, and it will show you the details of that purchase order, items in the purchase order in the space below. This is the total value of the material cost. Go to the right and select the relevant tax code. Let's say I'm going to select V1. Select the same tax code here. Click on calculate tax and it will show me the tax amount here. This is the material cost. This is the tax amount. Both together, the total value will be displayed here. Enter that value in the amount field. Press enter. The indicator will change to green, indicating that everything is fine. Click on simulate and it will show me the details of the GL accounts in which the values will be entered. So the first value, which is the total value of the purchase, will be updated in this GL account. Material cost will be updated in this GL account. Tax value will be updated in this GL account. When you move this pop-up aside, there should not be any message in the main screen because it should still show green. Once you have the green, click on Save. Done. It's as simple as that, right? Once it is posted as per the payment terms discussed with the vendor, based on this document number, the FI team is going to go ahead and process the payment. Now, another important thing to remember is once the document is posted, if the users try to use the same document, the system will not show any amount pending to be paid against that document. Alright? The reason is, like I said, it's only for the quantity which is already received. Right? Even if the document is not yet received, the stock is not yet received, it will still show me the, it will still not show me any value of for that document. So no suitable item found for this purchase order because it is not yet received. But if I enter a document which has multiple items and you want to receive only one of those items, you can select only one of the items and specify the tax code. So I'm going to specify this and check the calculate tax. It will show me the tax amount for that item. So enter the total value here, 328,500. Go green, click on simulate. It is still showing me both the values. Okay, it's fine. Sometimes it happens even though I've not selected it. Because it's a practice server, it will allow me to post both the items. We're selecting both the items. Now, for example, if when after posting, if you see that the document date was incorrectly entered or some information was incorrectly entered, you want to cancel the entry, go to the transaction code MR8M, enter that invoice posting document number and specify a reversal reason. Let's say incorrect document date, click on save, and the document entry will be reversed. Just like we cancel the goods receipt, we can also cancel the document the invoice document entry. And here you can enter any document date which is acceptable because it will look at the posting date of the invoice into the system. This date should correspond to the open posting period. That's the only stipulation. So here, let's say I select V6 and here also I select V6. Select V6 here, check calculate tax, no tax amount, enter the total value here. Why is it not showing total tax? Yes, I know that. Okay. In this way, you can make the entry of the values received, the items received against that invoice. Simulate and post it. Done. Like this, then carry out invoice verification.